What's up, family? Conscious Thought 101 with your boy Marshawn, back in the office. Sometimes be so busy working long hours, doing stuff after work. I shoot for making a quick video in the car just to keep it flowing. Well, I prefer to be here in the office. So I do some research, take notes, etc. So today, now this video been on my mind for a couple of weeks. I'm watching the Karmelo Anthony incidents against the Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf incident with the dragging of Karmelo, the erasure of self-defense by a black man, a young black man, as if it's unacceptable for a black person to defend him or herself. And that's what Ida B. Wells notated in every lynching case she documented. A lot of them were self-defense, black people defending themselves against white antagonizers in the South. Sometimes women get lynched too, and babies were killed, children were killed by white moms. They call that mob action when it's black people. When you look at history, it was a white mob. They were bloodthirsty hooligans. So I thought about a case that happened in Missouri, March 2024 at Hazelwood East High School. Hazelwood is a suburb in North County, or is it Spanish Lake? Hazelwood, is North County, St. Louis. Young black woman, 15 years old, named Maurnice Declue, defending herself against a 16-year-old white hooligan, Kaylee gang. I don't know if you all remember, but last year, March, it was recorded. They had a fight. They were not on school grounds. The video went viral. You had conservative politicians from around the country, plus the Missouri Attorney General, Andrew Bailey, calling for this 15-year-old young lady who was black to be charged as an adult, just off rip. They want to charge her first degree assault, and just give her double digits, just off the video. And for an attorney general to jump the gun, knowing if you're an attorney, you've been to court. You know it's two sides. I can't believe he jumped the gun like that and called it DEI, and he's going to investigate the school for DEI, projecting that DEI specifically for American blacks. If anybody go to Hazelwood East High School, you will have to count the non-black people versus the black people. So already it was a campaign to crucify this young black lady, Maurnice. So when you look at the video, I think they kind of buffered it and they blotted out faces because they're minors. And with both of them being minors, their names should not have been, their names should not have been public like that, nor their face. But of course, the media did that for this reason that's I'm about to talk about. So the black woman, young black woman, got death threats. She got arrested. She received death threats. The judge used that to keep her in custody. the high school got bomb threats, harassing phone calls. Whoever answered the phone, they was calling them either N-words or N-word lovers. Right? So the main media outlets didn't even pull up the school records. Atlanta Black Star reported on that. About Kaylee Gang was just suspended the day before for a bullying incident. So she had beef with Maurnice already, and both of them, well, what's her name? Kaylee father said he found text messages that they agreed to meet up and fight. I haven't seen them. But the video starts out, then they on the street or whatever, and just everybody just narrated it to the demise of the black girl. Atlanta Black Star reported that Kaylee hit Maurnice first. And from the video, Maurnice dog walked her, right? Got her to the ground, and in the heat of passion, she hit her head on the concrete 3 or 4 times. And a young white girl was going into a seizure, convulsions. So she had a cracked skull, and they had to operate, put in a coma. From that, all these politicians calling for, certain politicians calling for basically a public execution, charge her as an adult, certify her as an adult, first-degree assault, etc., etc. When 2 people agree to a fight, especially teenagers, nobody can project the outcome. This is not some Matrix scene when you could slow your punch down or see around the corner to not harm somebody. She kept fucking with the girl. And Kaylee fucked around and found out. Which directly reminds me of Austin Metcalf. So, death threats, bomb threats at the school, death threats for the young lady that was arrested. And this Attorney General, Andrew Bailey, Attorney General of Missouri, Jefferson City. So I wonder, is he worried about investigating the DEI in the meth scene in Jefferson City? Is he that upset about that? Do he pull people to the side and investigate them personally, the strength and the source of the meth that they smoke? Or the heroin that they use? So, when the school records get pulled, they find out Maurnice Declue, 15, a young black woman, has a stellar record. She's a scholar. You know, honor roll status, plays the violin. Multilingual. Yeah, according to Atlanta Black Star. So, Kaylee Gang is always getting in trouble for fighting. She's known as a serial bully and a serial fighter. The school knows this. The resource officer testified on behalf of Maurnice to her character and her good school record. She skipped the 7th grade. So, to Attorney General Andrew Bailey, DEI, you're going to crucify her? But the similarities are the same. Black person defending themselves against a white person get harmed, seriously harmed, or deleted, and the black person is arrested, and the media crucifies them, throws them under the bus. We got white people trying to defend a bully. Now I wish no harm on Kaylee or Austin, but how they were out of pocket. And when a black person has to defend themselves, the media is not there to help them. Only black people in social media podcasts are there to spread the word or enlighten the whole public on what the media is hiding or misconstruing. Direct relation. So, the juvenile officer testified in St. Louis Family Court because they're juveniles. And the officer said that Kaylee gang punched Maurnice Declue first. So Maurnice should never have been arrested. Just like in what town is that in Louisiana with that black man that was at the lounge at the club, and the white man sucker punched him and basically attempted to beat him down. He ended up that's a complicated one because I read one report, but I don't know if it's true. They say the black man came back and punched the white man in the face, and that's when he fell into a coma. Excuse me. I don't know if that was immediately after the white man sucker punched him, but that white man was out of pocket. You gonna wait for him to turn around? I mean, he came from the Gulf of America with that swing to hit that black man from behind, which we know that's sucker stuff. That's just something you don't do. That's what cowards do. You know, act like it's squashed and hit him from behind, but it's similarities even in gun cases. The only one that get away with that is, America's favorite villain, Kyle Rittenhouse, had their gun charge thrown out, but was charged with a straw. He was on the other end of a straw purchase, but yet had his gun case thrown out, and the other guy, his sister boyfriend, had to plead to a felony, straw purchase. Make it make sense. Now, back to the program. So, Maurnice, the judge decided not to charge her as an adult or even with first-degree assault. So, she was released to her family in May, mid to almost late May, and you got to check in every 2 weeks, probably for the next 6 months to a year because of the bodily harm that was inflicted on the antagonizer. Now, that makes me wonder if Maurnice would have punched Kaylee first and Maurnice ended up in a coma, would Kaylee even be arrested? Would the video had went viral? Would some of these alt-right politicians call for Kaylee to be charged as an adult? And on top of that, Kaylee, they said they labeled her a serial bully. When they looked into her records, she was raised in a household where both parents did drugs. And I ain't talking about marijuana, controlled substances. That's where she came from. So, with that being known, we know that people that grow up in those type of households tend to act out. But they painted her as an innocent white victim. She had a GoFundMe. When I checked, I don't know if it was one. Her family did 1 or 2 GoFundMe. She got about $420,000 out of that. Maurnice GoFundMe was shut down. And I wish she had access to what Karmelo Anthony has with that crowdfunding site that was ran by some type of Christian organization. Forgive me, I don't remember the exact name. Okay. I'm going off of memory with the organization. I'm not going to butcher the name if I don't know it. But I know it's a Christian organization. So, matter of fact, more people need to find out the name of that. So, because these incidents are not going to stop. They never stop. So, when the next incident come up, forget GoFundMe. They go ahead and go to that other crowdfunding and get the money instead of the white person that's the antagonizer basically running away with the bag off of their default of a personality or their hatred of somebody else. Don't get mad at her because she's an honor student. Don't get mad at her because your parents were on drugs. Trust me, when children grow up with parents who are on drugs, we feel for them. We understand to a point, but still that don't exempt you from a personal responsibility to impose your actions or somebody else that had nothing to do with where you came from. Trust me, we understand. Just don't act like you the overseer of us. So with that, please like, share, subscribe. Conscious Thought 101. Marshawn, I'm out.